So I'm on a walk, which is crazy for me, but I'm proud of myself because I haven't gone on walks just outside without, well, that's not true, but I have always walked with my wheelchair with me or my rollator with me, and the roofing guy, siding guy, whatever, he's here, and my mom is out talking to him, and they're talking about farm style and stuff like that. So I thought I might as well just walk, and because I'm inside, my physical therapy, even though the clinic is in network and the providers in network and the county it's in is in network, they're still charging me $500 an appointment when they said that wasn't going to be a thing. And so I'm in the midst of, once again, another pretty bad insurance battle, and I haven't been able to do as much as I want to, so I'm going to the gym and I'm doing my physical therapy routine. I was, still going to physical therapy up until like this weekend last, but what I am doing is today walking without a walker, without a wheelchair to push, and without my back brace, which is a big deal because my back brace, I need my back brace, and I just haven't been able to do it because Cushing's makes you gain a lot of weight. I remember when I was hospitalized as a kid many times. The time that I was hospitalized when I was a teenager for female health problems for my PCOS, I just didn't know at the time. I was 132 pounds and I thought I was fat. And then my whole life I thought I was fat after that. But growing up, I was always told I was too skinny. But that's like, as much as I hate to say it, it's almost normal for every girl because we've kind of created a society that makes you think that way. So I never had disordered eating, I never over-exercised, I never made myself purge, anything like that. The only disordered eating I had was I was seeing dietitians all the time because I was on these crazy allergy diets. But my solid weight as an adult was 5'8.5", and I was resting between 175 and 185 respectively. I think one time I was 187. And then in a year, and I'm not making this up, doctors accuse me of making it up, but the fun thing about going to the doctor is they record your weight. So I did it. I brought up on my whole chart, did the math. I gained 100 pounds in 1 year. At the peak, I was 300 pounds. Never in my life thought I would get to 300 pounds. I'm having breathing problems. But you know what? I don't care how I look, but it hurt so incredibly bad because it's like being 180 pounds and then picking up 130 pounds in a bag and putting it around your waist or something. It really was a lot in my stomach because Cushing's, you have skinny arms, you have skinny legs, and it all goes to your gut. So I was pregnant, basically. I had to buy maternity clothes. I had to buy pregnancy bands and stuff like that, support wear. I went through hundreds of dollars worth of like back braces and clothes to try and get me through the day. My back would hurt so much that people noticed I was walking different. I've been losing weight since the tumor was gone. That happens. I was on tirzepatide from my endocrinologist, so it's an endocrine drug. So I'm not passing judgment, and I do think it's a very important tool for weight loss. I'm just saying, like, it wasn't a vanity thing. It was because of my blood work. So that's how I got it. And now I can't get it anymore because, you know, everyone wants it, and it's a whole thing, and everyone knows. But I'm still doing okay. And so now I'm 141, and people have noticed I walk faster, I walk stronger, and I feel it. I feel more like myself. But the breathing's always been a problem for me. I don't really know why. It might be POTS, it might be mast cell, it might be mold toxicity, it might be a lot of things. I have cardiac issues, whatever. But I also, for real though, like, my back is killing me, and I thought I was going to have to quit my job when I got out of surgery and back to work because of my back. I thought I was going to have to quit because of the intense pain, because not only does that weight break you, but Cushing's disease also wears down your enamel on your teeth, which my teeth were breaking. That's why they're ugly. It breaks down your bones, gives lots of people osteoporosis, and the biggest sign is like muscle wasting. For me, it was weight gain and then muscle wasting. I have to be quick. There's a car. See, I can't go quick. And see, I'm getting tired. But one of the diagnostic tests they do is they make you stand up from a chair without assistance. You just have to use your legs. I couldn't do that. And Cushing says that eats away your muscles. So I'm carrying around 300 pounds in my stomach with weakened muscles, weakened bones. And when I got back, even with the tumor gone, you're going through a whole different kind of hell with your adrenal insufficiency and stuff like that, and your body is changing still rapidly. And so the pain, I cried at work. I have a wonderful friend, I won't name her for privacy reasons, but she's been through a lot of serious health things in her life. And she's a tough cookie, and I really enjoy her as a human being very much. But she is one of the kindest people, and she saw right through me and she basically helped me out processing the reality of all of this. And I'll always be grateful for that. And I remember that day crying and telling her, I don't know if I can come back. And she said, maybe. And that meant more to me, kind of in a horrible way, than everybody else saying, like, yes you will, yes you will. Because she knew what I meant. And I've been working really hard to be strong, but I've needed that back brace. I can't sit up very long without support. Staff meetings, I've got my back brace, I've got a pillow behind my back. Like bar stools versus chairs with the back. Bar stools can go die. You know, things like that. Car rides, I can only go so long, man. I'm very proud of myself right now for doing this walk, because I am doing it without the back brace, basically. 10 minutes to say, I'm doing it without the back brace. Anyway, that's my update. Even though I pay for insurance, and even though insurance is like, you're covered. Once again, just like with surgery, they're like, but you still gotta pay $500 an appointment. I go weekly, and I have occupational therapy on top of that. I don't even know what time it is. They used to do this at noon and 6. Just sounds like a 10 funeral. I hate it. Not giving up. I won't give up. I would rather die, very clearly. I'd rather die and then give up on the chance of life that I was given. So, oh, there's a car. I'll just go back and turn around. But yeah, look, 1201. I live on a state border. So they were building a city that's really far away in the state I live, as opposed to the state I see all of my healthcare providers, which is the other state on the other side of the border. So I am proud of myself today. It's raining, but I'm sweating, so I'm gonna go because the reefer's gonna feel weird. Alright, and I'll talk to you later. Yeah, my heart rate was 136. It did start raining like immediately after. My heart rate got to 162. So like, that's pretty high for someone who's medicated heavily, because 162 would have been like well over 2. It would have been like 230 or something without the Corleone metoprolol. But so it is good to know for cardiologist and electrophysiologist.